Jesse Hidalgo here with Hearing Group. Today we're coming at you with a brand new product that just came out yesterday. It's the Unitron Moxi Move Rechargeable hearing aid.
We are so excited for this new product.
Yeah, today joining us, as you may notice, is Justine. She's our hearing professional in our Emporia office, and we're going to be doing a product review. We want to be able to educate you folks and let you know what the Moxi Move is all about.
If you're new to our channel, we're here to educate more people about hearing loss and hearing aids and ultimately help people hear better. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching.
So let's just dive right in. So Justine, we have the Moxi Move hearing instrument that's here from Unitron. We're really excited. We had the first generation, which was the Moxi Jump hearing aid,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And so now we have the Moxi Move, which is their next generation. And so not only is it their next generation, but it's on a totally different platform, right? So tell us a little bit about that.
So it is going to be on their Discover Next platform, which we're very excited about. It has a ton of new features on it, as well as an updated app for the hearing aids as well to use.
Yeah, and so every single year or every single technology release, they're getting smarter and smarter and smarter, which is exciting for us because when we work with our patients, wow, they love that, right?
Yeah, they do. They absolutely love the realness and the natural sound that they can provide with these hearing aids.
Let's take a look at it.
Yeah, we'd love to. It is a lot sleeker and smaller than the Jumps were, so that is fantastic for some of those who don't want the hearing aids to show as much on them as the other sizes. So here is our hearing instrument.
And so how does that compare realistically to the Jump?
I'm glad that you asked. So we have a Jump right here. They are quite a bit smaller. They're sleeker and they will fit a lot better on certain people's ears.
And that's an important point because we've had some people that maybe it sat back behind their ear just a little bit too much, and maybe they thought it was just a little bit too big for them. So this one's realistically shorter in length.
Yes, so it is shorter in length. It is about the same width as the Jump was, but it is quite a bit shorter in length.
Yeah, and so that makes it really exciting to have. Now, as far as the onboard controls, it looks like they're about the same.
Yes, so it does have the same onboard controls where you can turn the hearing aid up and down on one hearing instrument themselves.
Okay, and so now when you say that, does that mean that they talk to each other?
Yes, so the hearing aids talk to each other. So if you were to turn the hearing aid up, they're both going to turn up. If you were to turn the hearing aid down, they're both going to turn down for you.
Well, that's an important point right there. Because when you're in a restaurant, you don't want to have to be fiddling with both of them. You just want to be able to just attach
Exactly. Well, let's just see what it looks like on someone.
Oh, can I try? I'd like to try.
Of course, we would love for you to try, Jesse.
All right. So how do I know which one is the left one and which one's the right one?
So they are color coordinated.
Okay.
The right is going to have red markings, and it's going to be on the bottom of the hearing aid as well as the receiver tip.
So what I always like to do when I put it in is that I put the receiver in first, and then I swing the hearing instrument behind my ear, and then just to make sure I have it in there, I go through and I just kind of give it a little bit of a wiggle, and then bam, I'm done. How's that look, by the way?
That looks fantastic. So it's nice and sleek on the back of your ear, and it's fitting perfectly. So it's set exactly where it needs to be on you.
And I can tell you that just wearing it, it feels nice and comfortable.
Yes.
Now, is it a one-size-fits-all scenario, do you think?
It is not. So they send us different sizes of the receiver to make sure that the hearing aid fits best for each individual ear and person.
Okay, and so the receiver lengths are shorter and longer or medium-sized perhaps?
Exactly. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, I can tell you it feels nice and comfortable. Now, I have a set of the Jumps myself, and so with the Moxi Move, I can definitely tell a difference. And so the difference that I could tell is that it doesn't sit so far back on my ear.
Yes.
So it's just more on top of my ear.
Yeah, it looks a lot better in that aspect as well.
Yeah, and so we have some of the friends that are out there and they're looking for just a nice, comfortable hearing instrument or something that is maybe a little more cosmetic.
Exactly.
You know, something that hides a little bit more. This is probably a good option for them.
Yes, I feel like this would be the best option for them if they're looking for something cosmetic-wise as well.
All right, so let's jump into maybe a couple other features. Now, I noticed that it has this case that's on here. Tell us a little bit about that case.
So this is the rechargeable case. So every night when you take the hearing aids off, you're gonna pop them into the charger case and they're gonna charge right up for you. Inside they have a dry capsule to help with any moisture that may get into the hearing aids or the hearing aid case during the day. And it tucks in there nice and neat. And the hearing aids also fit in there as well.
Yeah, and so with this particular one that's right here, we'll kind of turn it around just so the friends can see it just a little bit. The hearing instrument actually just kind of sits in these little slots right here, right?
Correct.
Right, and so when at night, they just go through and they just go click and it just pops right in place. And so when a person takes theirs off, as I have mine, when they come in, the red goes on the right side, right? And then the blue goes on the left side. Right, and so we have that. And what's neat about this is that when it's plugged in, now this one's not plugged in, but when it's plugged in, the little lights will light up on the back of the hearing instruments.
Yes, and when they light up, they actually tell you about how much battery percentage that you have depending on the color that it shows up. It'll blink red, it'll blink yellow, and it'll blink green. And it'll be a solid green light if the hearing instruments are completely fully charged.
All right, very good. Now, this case is made so that way whenever you go and you shut it, and now should you shut it all the way or not?
Yes, you can shut it all the way at night.
Yeah, and so when you shut it all the way, what's the advantage of that, do you think?
It's going to seal up and let that dry cap suck out all that moisture for you.
And that's important, right?
Yes.
So one of the things that we always tell the friends that we work with is there's two things that kill hearing aids the most. Too much moisture and too much wax.
Exactly.
Would you agree?
I completely agree.
Yeah, and so when they came up with rechargeable, I love that. But when they added the little capsule inside, that
Even
makes
better.
it even better, right? Because it'll literally extend the life of the hearing instrument, which we love because that protects your investment. That helps your investment go a lot further.
Yes, yes it does. And that's what we want here.
All right, Justine, so my goodness, there's a lot of great information that's already built in there, right?
Yes.
And so now, one of the things that I wanted to kind of bring out to the friends is the remote control feature. It's called a Remote Plus app that Unitron produced with this particular hearing instrument.
Yes, I absolutely love the new updated version of the app that they have. It has a ton of great features on there to help everyone really utilize the best of the hearing aids that they can.
Yeah, and so we have the app right here. In fact, I'm going to let you kind of take the driving wheel on it and kind of guide us through that if you don't mind.
Yeah, so it's going to connect up directly to the hearing aids, and it also gives you the battery percentage. So if you're ever wondering how much battery life you have, you can always pull up your app and look at it. Right now they're fully charged, so it shows that we have a 99% battery on there.
And one thing that's nice about this is that we're looking at both hearing instruments, so it'll have the battery meter on both sides.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So it shows you the right and the left hearing instrument. So one may go down a little bit faster than the other one, depending on what you're doing on that side.
Okay.
So another great feature that you can use, as we talked about how it has dual control on the hearing aids. Well, you can also split the hearing aids on the app, and you can control just the left or just the right side.
Yeah, so now there's two different sliders. So if you're looking at that, when would be an occasion that we would utilize something like that usually?
If we were having dinner with a great friend and they were sitting on our left side, maybe we need just a little bit of bump on that left side.
Yeah, that makes it pretty nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, because traditionally whenever you go click and they both go up, well, they're both going up. Well, maybe you didn't want this one to go up, right?
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
Maybe we don't want to hear Frank over here and we just want to hear Julie.
Yeah, there you go. So that makes it pretty nice where you can just do that.
Yes.
And it's got a great visual. And it's easy, and you don't have to sit there and fiddle with the hearing instrument itself.
So if you, again, cosmetically, if you don't want anyone to know that you are wearing the hearing instruments, just pull it up on your app and you can change the volume.
I love that. I think that's such a great feature there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What else?
So another thing that they added in with the new hearing aids is they have an equalizer app. And on the equalizer, you can control the bass, the mid, the treble. So it can give you some adjustments at home. You won't have everything that we can do here in the office, but if you need a little something and maybe you're on vacation, you can play with it a little bit to see if it gets you exactly what you are needing at that time.
Yeah, what I like about it is that when I sit at home with my wife and we're watching TV, I can definitely tell that we like it a little bit different, and it's really apparent when I get in the car. When I get in the car, she has her equalizer set a different way than I do it in my truck, right? And so this way, everybody can customize the sound if they wanted just a little bit more treble, or a little bit more mids, or a little bit more bass. You can adjust that up and down and make it exactly the way you want it.
Exactly. The best part about the equalizer is it'll stay exactly where you put it, even if the hearing aids are turned off or reset. Volume every night, if you put the hearing aids in their case, they will revert back to where we have them. The equalizer will actually stay exactly the same for you. You don't have to go in and adjust that every single day for you.
So here's a question for you. With the treble or the mid or the bass, but maybe specifically the treble equalizer band that you have there, when would a person utilize that? Just to kind of give the friends an idea.
Maybe when you're sitting in a restaurant or a really noisy environment and you need a little bit of a boost, that would be the perfect place to use it in.
Yeah, so if a person had maybe kind of a higher pitched voice and maybe you're just struggling understanding, because treble tends to be, or the high frequencies, and it tends to be where we can understand people a little bit more, right? The bass tends to be where we give a little bit more power, right?
Yeah.
But really the treble is the understanding side. So maybe a person may want to boost that up. When you said Julie is sitting on this side, well, maybe not only do you want to turn that up a little bit, but maybe you want to give that a little bit more treble, just to kind of bring you in a little bit clear. But see the flexibility that we have in it now?
Yeah.
I love that.
It makes you feel like they are your own hearing instruments.
That's right. That's right. And you're in control.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
I think that's great. All right. Very good. What else do we have there?
So another thing that we have is the videos. So it has a coach essentially built into the hearing aids. If you need any questions about how to clean your hearing aid or how to change your wax filter, they are all built into the app. Maybe you are struggling putting it into your ear. It gives you some tips on how to do that as well.
I love that because, boy, we all have questions, and sometimes we need just a little bit of a reminder on how to do this or do that. Like, for instance, how to connect it up to your Android device, or how to put on a new dome or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And so you got a whole library of videos that not only can you watch it right here, but does it stream to their ears?
Yes, it will. So it'll play directly into the hearing aids for you as you're watching the video.
I love that. And with a lot of the friends, when they come in, they oftentimes give us feedback with the Moxi Jump before we had the moves, that was their number one feature. They love streaming music. They love streaming their ebooks. They love streaming movies directly to their hearing instruments.
Exactly. They love it. The quality that it comes through your hearing instruments as well is top notch.
Exactly. So if that's a feature that you would like to have, boy, I got to tell you, this probably might be a contender for you. It really kind of brings in that quality, just as crystal clear as it possibly can for your loss.
It is. It's fantastic.
All right. Talking about streaming abilities, there's a couple more features that I wanted to cover in this video. Can it just stream to iPhones? I know a lot of hearing instruments, seems like they're really made for iPhones, but that kind of leaves the Android guy kind of left out in the backyard a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so these will stream to iPhone and your Android as well. That's the best part that I love about Unitron is they are made for all phones.
So one more part about the streaming that I wanted to cover. I noticed that you have a little box over here. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. So we have our TV connector that will also pair up with these hearing aids. If you are sitting at home and maybe you watch TV quite a bit, the TV connector is definitely for you.
Yeah, and so that makes it pretty nice because how do you turn it on when you're watching TV? And sometimes some of the complaints we've always had over the years is, boy, turn it down, Dad, turn it down, Mom, right?
Yeah.
And so maybe it's just a little bit too loud for maybe one of the other family members. Or a person can enjoy it at their comfort level. But how do they turn it on exactly?
So you can pair them directly to the hearing aid. So whenever the TV comes on, as long as you're within 50 feet of the TV and the TV connector, it'll play directly into your hearing aids for you.
Yeah, and so all you have to do is just reach up there and go click.
Yep.
And it'll automatically connect up.
Yes.
I love that. All right, so we're really excited about the Moxi Move technology that we have here.
Yes.
We're really excited to get it into the ears of the friends and family that we work with, and I'm sure you're equally as excited for that as well.
I'm very, very excited for this.
Yeah, and so I know from the track record that Unitron has is just fantastic technology. We've been impressed with all their other technology, we have every reason to be impressed with this one. Would you agree?
Yes, I completely agree. This is by far one of the most exciting products that I'm excited to use.
Yeah. And so the last part I wanted to end with was, I'm sure people are curious about it. I'm sure people are curious, what does it sound like?
Yeah.
Can I try it out? Is that
Exactly.
something that they have?
Of course. So we have them here in our office now. Give us a call, set up an appointment, come in for your free hearing evaluation, and let's try them on. Let's get them in your ears.
Yeah.
Try them out.
And is there a cost for that?
No, of course. So we never charge for our hearing tests, and to try out the hearing aids is always free.
Exactly. Well, Jesse Hidalgo and Justine here coming at you with Hearing Group. We're so excited that you were able to be with us. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or any suggestions on maybe a future video or future technology you want us to review, please leave it down in the comments. We'd love to have that. Again, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.